I'd like to call the meeting of the Budget and Finance Committee to order at 7:50. First item on the agenda being privilege of committee chair for discussion. I just wanted to bring up a few things. I wanted to thank those of you who were able to make it to the budget workshop last week, and I think we made some progress. A few odds and ends and cleanup in regard to that. Cheryl did send out an email to everyone last week, which was a draft of a memo that a counselor drafted on behalf of the county executive for him to share with the department heads. As one of the conclusions we came to at the workshop was that we were looking for a little bit more detail on the financial impact statements on resolutions. I think what's going to happen is Cheryl will send it out one more time again because she didn't get input from just about everybody in the legislature at this particular point in time. Just want to make sure everybody's on board with it. But it was one of the conclusions we came to last week that we weren't going to be as satisfied in the future with comments such as budget neutral. We wanted some detail about its resolution's impact on the budget. You'll see that you have dashboard reports here tonight. That was another conclusion we came to, that we wanted to look at these regularly. I believe that they were handed out to you tonight. Andy Santillo brought them over on behalf of the county treasurer before he got here. But that was another conclusion we came to last week, was that we wanted to see these on a more regular recurring basis. And I spoke with the county treasurer Barman today, and we will be furnishing them as part of your budget and finance committee agenda items as an attachment going forward each month. And they will be dashboards on the four funds: the general, the sewer, the county road, and the road machinery fund, so that we can take a look at them. Sean will be here at each meeting to be able to address questions, especially as we move through the fiscal year, about anything that may look alarming. So please take a look at them for what they're worth. I know we discussed at our workshop that there's a lot of detail hidden in these numbers, but he will be here to answer questions as to whether or not we will be, how we're tracking in some of these categories, and give us some insight behind the numbers. Also, Sean, I just wanted to be able to touch base with you about this before the meeting, but the other conclusion we came to as it pertained to department heads signing off on their month-end audits of their departments, one of the conclusions we came to was that we wanted a few simple questions to be answered by the department heads so that we could see things coming at us and not be cold-cocked by them, so to speak, in the form of a resolution at the last minute. And the three general areas of description that we're going to ask them for, are there any red flags to be aware of? And do you have any anticipated transfers, so that one of them just doesn't show up as a resolution and we can get some advance notice for it, and any other unanticipated revenues that you may be seeing coming into the budget throughout the course of the fiscal year. So Sean, I don't know where you stand on that right now, but hoping that it will be something that we will be able to have them. Can you accomplish it by the end of this month, or do you see it as a March event?
That was a brief discussion with Matt about this. We'll hopefully have it for that next budget workshop. Next month.
At what point in time do you feel that it will be ready for the department heads to, include on their month end?
I believe we can accomplish this by the end of February, so that we can take effect with the memo that goes out
Do we have a second? Legislator Wilson, all in favor? Opposed? Abstentions? Thank you, that carries to the full board. We also have an impromptu resolution that was handed out to you tonight before the meeting. Something that was somewhat of an oversight and not being included in the original agenda package. Essentially, what you're looking at here, if you haven't had a chance to read it, I'll give you the Cliff Notes version. The assessor for the town of Amsterdam erroneously assigned a $2 million assessment to a vacant piece of land that should have been assessed for $20,000. As a result, it created a tax levy on that particular parcel going into our budget season of around $308,000, when in fact the actual correct tax bill should be somewhere in the range of $770, given the fact that there's no edifices on that property. So as a result, this creates a difference, a tax levy differential of the amount of money that you see on the resolution under the financial impact of $263,458.61. I'd like to open up the floor for discussion on it. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Do I have a sponsor? Legislator Headwell, second. Legislator Wilson. Any discussion? Legislator Patel.
We have an address, vehicle, SBL number on the property. This is
Yes.
anything to do with the apartments.
Yes, it's the apartment.
Medicaid, other New York mandates.
54,64,000. Other state mandates, 24,52,000, and county services are 52,83,000.
And the school district also takes a hit on that.
The school district, they can correct because it's Greater Amsterdam School District. So they are going to correct it before it gets to the levy, the actual levy of the school district. But 19, they're gonna have to figure out whether they can raise it before the school or they have to do them in for the school as well.
Any further discussion on this matter? Hearing none, all committee members in favor of moving the resolution, it's a revolution, that's for sure, to the full legislature. Opposed, abstentions, carries. Thank you. Any other discussion or any other business anybody would like to bring